What's up, true believers? With the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 2 coming to an end, what better time to assemble our ranking of the MCU movies? So suit up, don't hulk out, and enjoy our countdown.
How many in the air?
13, sir.
How many can I carry?
4, sir.
Coming in at last place on our list is Iron Man 3, or as it should have been named, Tony Stark the movie. We spend more time with Tony outside the suit dealing with PTSD after the events of Avengers 1, not to mention it took one of Iron Man's most feared villains, the Mandarin, and turned him into some hungover, out-of-work character actor.
What are you gonna do? You gonna act?
For these crimes, Iron Man 3 falls to the bottom of our list.
My name is Tony Stark and I'm not afraid of you.
Number 11, Captain America: The First Avenger. Captain America: The First Avenger was the last MCU movie before Marvel's The Avengers. While it's not necessarily a bad movie, it just felt a bit rushed and crammed with montage scenes. The flick was used mainly as a character development plot for Captain America himself, Steve Rogers. All things considered, this could have been one badass superhero war movie, but it fell too short.
Just give me a chance.
Sorry, son.
In at number 10 comes the sequel to the movie that started it all. Iron Man 2 was supposed to zoom in and outdo the first, when in reality it came in with a fizzle.
It's a one-off.
Iron Man 2 sports one of the MCU's weakest villains, who for no rhyme or reason can get hit with a car 5 times and survive. Not to say it didn't have its moments though. In Iron Man 2, when we did see Tony in the suit, the action was great, and we got introduced to Black Widow, War Machine, and Nick Fury, in a sense. So we got a feel of them building more towards the Avengers culmination.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to exit the donut.
I've got this completely under control.
Is that why everything's on fire?
Number 9, Thor: The Dark World. If it's one character Marvel hasn't gotten 100% right yet, it's Thor. Sure, he's great in both Avengers movies, but Thor solo films always seem to be a little lacking. Thor: The Dark World gave us another very confusing story with the Convergence, and another weak, forgettable Marvel villain, Malekith. The movie did have its ups though, including a gripping funeral scene, and Tom Hiddleston is always great returning as Loki.
You must be truly desperate to come to me for help.
Hulk made it in at number 8 on our list, mainly because it washed the taste out of our mouth that Ang Lee and Eric Bana movie left. This movie did a nice job of going over an origin story we've seen before in a way that informs new viewers who are not familiar with the source material, while keeping Hulk veterans from groaning at another gamma radiation scene. This film sets us up for the Hulk as we know it in Avengers now, but it's still upsetting that he won't get a solo film in any of Marvel's planned phases. Give us Planet Hulk, damn it!
Hulk! Smash!
I now take from you your power. In the name of my father and his father before, I own it all, father! Cast you out!
Flying in at number 7 is Thor. The God of Thunder's first solo film was definitely a fun one. Thor opened the Marvel Cinematic Universe to the cosmic world and introduced us to the current MCU's strongest villain, Loki. Although much of the film showed Thor trapped within a mortal form, the film also gave us great acting, loads of Easter eggs, and expanded Marvel's mythology. For the first time ever, we got just a glimpse of how big the Marvel Universe can actually be.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another!
Now dive through the keyhole, Scott. You charge big, you dive small, then you emerge big.
Ant-Man burgles his way into number 6. The last movie in Marvel's Phase 2 brought an original take on a somewhat hokey character. And with all the drama of losing a director 8 weeks before production, the finished product was kind of polished, fun, innovative, and most importantly, entertaining as hell.
Nice.
I challenge anyone not to find these characters a likable addition to the MCU. R.I.P. Anthony. R.I.P.
We the good guys?
Yeah.
We're the good guys, right?
Yeah, we're the good guys.
Feels kind of weird, you know?
Yeah, but we're not done yet.
Coming in at number 5, the movie that started it all, Iron Man. Iron Man blasted open the door for every other MCU movie and made a relatively unknown superhero as common a name as Spider-Man or Wolverine.
My turn.
Most people forget, before Iron Man, common folk didn't really know who Iron Man, Thor, or Captain America were. The entire MCU owes it to Iron Man for successfully starting up the whole universe. Not to mention, fanboys around the world lost their shit when they saw Nick Fury make an appearance at the end credits.
Nick Fury, director of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh.
I'm here to talk to you about the Avenger initiative.
This is exactly what I wanted. All of you against all of me. How can you possibly hope to stop me?
Like the old man said. Together.
The first sequel in the Avengers franchise lands in at number 4 on our list. While it's not as impactful as the first Avengers, it's always a good time to see your favorite MCU characters on the big screen at once. Like its predecessor, Age of Ultron was filled with huge action set pieces, tons of fan service, and that memorable Whedon humor.
Are you even pulling? Are you on my team?
Just represent, pull.
All right, let's go.
Sadly, one could say it's more or less the same movie as the first. A robot army instead of an alien army, a giant city in the sky rather than a giant wormhole, and these are the reasons that kept Age of Ultron out of our top 3.
Okay, look, the city is flying. We're fighting an army of robots. And I have a bow and arrow. None of this makes sense.
I just want you to know, Cap. It's in personal!
It kind of feels personal.
Cap is back in Captain America, the Winter Soldier, coming in at number 3. This sequel was a huge improvement from the first film. Captain America, Winter Soldier gave us an inside look at S.H.I.E.L.D. and provided us with the best fight choreography in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Captain America, the Winter Soldier stands out amongst most of the other MCU movies, and that's why we're putting it at number 3.
Hey, Cap, how do we know the good guys from the bad guys? If they're shooting at you, they're bad.
Dance off, bro. Me and you.
Come on. Subtle. Take it back.
What are you doing? I'm distracting you, you big turd blossom.
Coming in the silver medal spot is Guardians of the Galaxy. This movie was Marvel's boldest chance to date. I mean, come on, the fact that they made a talking raccoon and Tree the most likable characters in their universe is a pretty commendable feat.
It'll grow back, you dashed idiot. Quit whining.
Couple this with amazing visuals, that iconic soundtrack, and our first real look at Thanos makes this space opera one of Marvel's biggest successes, and introduced just how weird comics can get to the masses.
I have part of a plan.
What percentage of a plan do you have?
You don't get to ask questions after the nonsense you pulled on Nowhere.
I just saved Quill.
We've already established that you destroying the ship that I'm on is not saving me.
When did we establish?
Like 3 seconds ago!
No, I wasn't listening. I was thinking of something else.
All right, listen up. Until we can close that portal, our priority is containment.
Barton, I want you on that roof. Eyes on everything. Call out patterns and strays. Stark, you got the perimeter. Anything gets more than 3 blocks out, you turn it back or you turn it to ash. Can you give me a lift?
Right. Better clench up, Legolas.
Thor, you gotta try and bottleneck that portal. Slow him down. You got the lightning. Light the bastards up. You and me, we stay here on the ground. We keep the fighting here. And Hulk. Smash.
Number 1, you guessed it, Marvel's The Avengers. After years of build-up, The Avengers flew into theaters, breaking records every step of the way. Marvel successfully connected all of its previous films into one culminating movie, something that had never been done before. There was something magical about that first Avengers film that came together perfectly and could not be replicated. Because of the success of The Avengers, every Hollywood studio is rushing to assemble a cinematic universe. The Avengers will always stand the test of time and will go down in history as a timeless classic.
We won.
All right, hey. All right, good job, guys. Let's just not come in tomorrow. Let's just take a day. You ever tried shawarma? There's a shawarma joint about 2 blocks from here. I don't know what it is, but I want to try it.
For more nerd videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media.